coming to you today from Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the Rockets will be taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. We'll get to some of that later on in the show, but right now it is our first of our weekly visits, and we are so ridiculously excited to have the manager of the Houston Astros with us, Joe Espada, for the first of hopefully many, many visits between now and a deep playoff run. Skip, it's Matt and Ross. We look forward to visiting with you. I'll be hanging out with you all summer once this Rocket season's over with, but first things first, congratulations. I would say there are ways to enter your life as a Major League Manager to win a game, but that was one for the ages last night.
It was. I couldn't be any happier, and am proud of our performance, but more importantly, how Ronel Blanco came out and, after a tough start to our season, Blanco coming in and having that kind of performance was exactly what we needed.
Well, I'll say this. You needed a night off of your middle relief because it had been beaten up pretty badly against the Yankees. Was there a point in time that you started looking at the pitch count as compared to where he was in the no-hits? Because we were talking about this before you joined us. The numbers were good. He wasn't like there were not a lot of stressful innings for him last night.
Yeah, he was pretty efficient. Those first seven innings, he was right where we wanted him to be. He was right on target when he came to his pitch limit. Also, he had an extra off day prior to that start, and also he's going to have another having an off day here on Thursday. Also, allow us to extend them a little bit. So it worked out. It worked out well. But again, efficiency. His changeup was on point. He makes some big pitches. He induced some ground balls. A lot of swing and misses. He was. What an incredible performance.
Skip, where is everything from last night? Where is the lineup card? Where is the special hat? Did you get a toast? Give me some things about what Ronel got and what you got as far as both of your very, very momentous occasions for you against the Blue Jays last night.
Yeah, you know what? I thought the night was all about Ronel Blanco. He took the official lineup card. I'm okay with just a copy. So I'm going to copy. We had a toast with my coaches. We had a very special moment after the ball game. I kept my lineup card here. I got it authenticated by MLB, and the jersey got a sticker. We all celebrated together, and hopefully we can create some momentum and we could win a couple of games in a row here in the next few nights.
If you lose for a series in the middle of July or in August, it goes underneath the radar. Things are going to happen. But for the first four games, obviously that's not the way you wanted to get things going. On top of that, you had leads in most of those games, not all of them. What were your takeaways from your squad, not necessarily about the results game in and game out, but how they reacted coming to the ballpark yesterday after losing four straight to a very good Yankees baseball team?
You know what? You said it. If this series or the Yankees series was somewhere in June, July, it goes under the radar, but that's not the way we envision our season. We knew that the Yankees were going to come in here, playing their best baseball. They added some pieces to their lineup. We make them more competitive, a better club. But you know what? I thought we played hard. We're one pitch away, one swing away from winning two of those games. And the character of our team showed last night after a tough series. We come out, we swung the bats well. Ronel Blanco set the tone on the mound. That's exactly the way a championship reacts and performs after a tough series. So proud of our performance, proud of our effort, and we need to continue, playing our brand of baseball, which is exactly what you guys saw last night.
Astros Manager Joe Espada with us here on Sports Talk 790. Joe, obviously, things went well with Ronel Blanco, but the offense exploding as well. Early returns on Jeremy Pena's new swing, pretty darn good.
Yeah, very good. How simple his swing looks right now. It's short, it's compact. Not a lot of movement. He's hitting the balls to all fields, hitting the ball hard to all fields. and he's staying in the strike zone. If he does all those things, he's going to find himself in a good position to put some good swings and hit balls hard. And I couldn't be any happier that the work he's putting in the offseason, he's paying dividends for him early in the season. And another guy like Yanier Diaz, my goodness, this kid, the power he has and his ability to get barrel to the ball is very impressive.
And another start for Framber Valdez tonight. What did you see from him in his first start that you liked, and what do you see from him that you want to see some improvements tonight?
You know what? I think the most important for Framber tonight will be just get the ball in the zone. He gets his pitches in the box, he's going to be in really good shape. I thought his stuff in Game 1 was really good, but he just couldn't control the strike zone. So if he gets the ball in the zone, induces some early ground balls, gets his breaking ball over, he's going to be just fine.
Manager Joe Espada with us here on the Matt Thomas Show. Skip, you have a catcher who is playing every day now after getting a decent sample size last year, and a lot of folks were big on Yanier and what his production was as not only a DH but as a catcher. What is it like for you as an instructor to take a young man that is now going catching once a week to catching potentially 5 to 6 days a week, the adjustments he had to make this offseason, the adjustments you saw in spring training, and how he's envisioned his first week as a full-time Major League catcher?
You know what? It started in the offseason. We brought him in early here in Houston, and we sat down. We had some meetings, both him and Victor Caratini, with our staff, and we went over our pitching staff. We went over certain lineups that he's going to be facing throughout the season, ways to navigate, explore different lineups, different pockets, weapons that we have, that our pitchers have, how to get people out, and just to get him familiar with our pitching staff. Now, when we go to spring training, he was already ahead of schedule when he came with that aspect of the game. Now it's controlling the volume. We all know how valuable that is. It's controlling how many games in a row he catches early in the season, so we could keep him healthy, we could keep him fresh mentally, physically. That's going to be the challenge right now for Yanier. Being smart, pregame work, how much swings he takes in the cage, the volume of work that he does in the weight room, because he is going to be in the lineup a lot. The days I don't catch him, I would like to keep him in the lineup as a DH. So I also need to be, aware that at some point he's going to need, a full day off so he can recover, and we could keep him healthy and fresh for the entire season.
Two last questions for you. You have made some late game substitutions, and I think that's part of the charm of being a manager, is you get to pull the trigger on those types of things. As a bench coach, and you've done that for a long period of time, you're the advisory committee, but when you're the manager, you have to pull the trigger on that. You have done that a little bit. What has it been like for you to have to go from what someone is giving you as help on the bench to you making the final decision to say, yeah, I'm going to pull a guy for a pinch hitting role, particularly late in games?
You know what? It's, preparation. You look at some areas of the game where you think you could make a difference when it comes to a decision, or putting the players in the best position for them to succeed. Seeing matchups throughout the game that you can have an advantage. All that stuff happens prior to a series, and communication with the players. The players, they all want to be in there when the game is on the line, and that's exactly the character and the makeup of these teams. These guys want to be in the middle of a big inning, in the middle of a big at bat. They want to be the person who does something, great for the team, and that's exactly the players that we want. So the decisions I make, players are aware of that before the series starts. I look for pockets. I have ideas, and I kind of run them through the players. This is what I'm thinking. As long as there's transparency and we put our players in the best position for them to be to succeed, I think we all on the same page, and we could live with. I could live with the outcomes of my decisions.
Before I let you run, Skip, and I wish I was in town to see the game myself. I have a high-functioning autistic son of my own, and I know the Autism Month is a huge for a lot of us in the community, and you're going to have a special young lady with first pitch tonight. Tell us about what you're looking forward to before that 7-10 first pitch of the Blue Jays.
Yeah, we've been actually practicing. We've been playing catch at the backyard of our house. My daughter, Viviana, will be throwing out the first pitch, and she is super excited. She woke up early this morning, and that's all she wanted to talk about. I'm like, well, you got to go to school first and go through your day. And, but all she wanted to do is, it's just talk about her evening here at the ballpark. It's a very special day for us as a family. And in our community, to bring awareness, autism awareness to our community and our families, because this is real. I live with it every single day, and has made me a better parent, a better husband because of my daughter, how special she is and how she brings the best out of our family. Every member of our family, how lovable she is and kind and smart. And just having her here, throwing out the first pitch, spending those few minutes with her on the field prior to the game, it's something that when it's brought up, when I was asked, I was so humble and honored to have her with me throughout the first pitch in tonight's game.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's an excellent cause. She's obviously going to be the coolest kid in school today, and I wish you guys have a great time tonight. Congratulations on the first victory. Many more to come, and we look forward to visiting with you every Tuesday at this time. And, again, thanks for the visit and great commentary as always. We really appreciate it.
Yes, guys, appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll see you next week. That's Joe Espada, the manager of your Houston Astros.